maybe you can make another list. Maybe you can rewrite the entire plan. And if you rewrite it, it'll be excellent and perfect because then you'll know it'll be exactly what you want and nothing can go wrong. Double check everything. Double check the lighting. Double check the timing. Double check everything because somewhere inside, that's the tiny whisper that says, if I just do everything right, nothing can go wrong. That's the lie that control tells us. It promises safety and delivers anxiety. You can't plan your way out of fear. You think you're protecting yourself, but you're actually blocking life. Control shows up dressed like responsibility, luxe, shiny, always prepared, very professional, very confident, right? When you show up in the room and you've got that meeting, it's so important, right? But underneath, it's fear of being blindsided, disappointed, or unchosen. It's that moment when you're over planning your launch or micromanaging every outcome, trying to force something that just won't move. And the tighter you grip, the less alive it feels. So I once watched a couple, they're married, but everything between them was managed. Everything. She'd remind him what to wear, how long to stay, the tasks, what he has to do, what time to show up. Even when he drove, she would interrupt him and tell him, slow down here, make a left there, don't forget this. She micromanaged him. And when he spoke, she'd correct the ending of the story. Like she literally would interrupt and finish the whole story. And the truth is, it didn't come from malice. I don't think that she was deliberately being mean. I just think that it came from fear that if she didn't guide him, something, anything might fall apart. And what she didn't see was that her guidance was actually building a cage. Every correction said, I don't trust you. Every reminder whispered, you're going to mess this up without me. And I even overheard her one time say that if it wasn't for me, where would you be? What would you be doing? She kind of attributed all of their success to her controlling him, controlling everything, all the outcomes. And then one day she realized that she wasn't protecting love anymore. What she was doing was really protecting herself from fear of losing control. And the cost? Because there's a cost for all of these things. The intimacy, the ease, the laughter, the joy that should happen. Right? In a marriage, at least you hope so. The natural flow of connection that only comes when both people can breathe. So sometimes I don't think we mean to control. We just forget that love doesn't need management. It needs trust. And I'm going to invite you now for a little coaching moment. Okay. Here's an experiment for you. Pick an area of your life, whether it be your career, your relationship, even your body. And for the next 24 hours, I want you to just practice non-interference. Don't over edit. Don't overthink it. Don't fix it, right? Don't force it. Just observe and watch how life responds when you loosen your grip, right? Notice what unfolds without your constant managing. And you'd be surprised that things actually continue without you. Things and situations and people and even your family members, if you have children, they'll do great without you hovering over them, right? Control is the opposite of creation. Creation requires openness. The only way that we can explore the beauty and the joy of life is to allow that process to unfold. I'll give you a little example. Like I did a training recently and I had to do a training online on a Zoom call with a bunch of participants. And at some point during the meeting, I have to break into breakout sessions. And I created the breakout rooms, and I made sure there was 3 people in each room. And I started the session. And then throughout the training, there was a few times where we did the breakout sessions. And then I got a text message. Please change up the breaking room, break up the rooms so that they're different each time, right? And at that point, we were at the end. So I couldn't really do anything. And I thought, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I make sure it was different every time? I just automatically did the breakout sessions. And then I got a conversation a little bit after that. I had a conversation with one of the people on the call. And he said, Sue, I really enjoyed that meeting. I loved the training. And I really want to just say, thank you for keeping all the same people in the breakout sessions because it really helped us to engage more and explore the content more deeply, and I thought so good that I just didn't have control over it. Like it was something so spontaneous. It just happened. And yet it was so effective, right? Control is how we try to stay safe in our bodies and our lives. And it's how we lose ourselves too, because it's in those moments that we're trying to make it a certain way, promising the outcome, the way that we foresee it happening, that we really don't enjoy that process. It doesn't feel exciting, right? It doesn't feel happy. It doesn't feel like something natural, even. Control feels powerful, right? It feels powerful when you are in control. And maybe you do have to be in control or client facing or in charge. That's understandable. But controlling outcomes and controlling people and controlling in your relationships, that is not powerful when it starts to hurt. And oftentimes it hurts the people that we treasure the most. Anxiety, that's our body's alarm that pops up, right? When you're gripping so hard. That anxiety that you feel is that fear of loss of control, that terror of not being in control. And it creates that anxiety. It's a natural response. And the moment that you release, the moment that you just let go is when advancement can finally enter. And when it does, it feels like breath, it feels like rhythm, like movement. And no matter how much energy you put into something, right? Like no matter how much, things will change. Things don't always go to plan, just like with my little presentation. Like I literally didn't even consider I should mix up the rooms so that everybody has a chance to connect. Like I didn't even consider it. And then when I got the note, I just thought that was really silly. I should have done it. And yet, in hindsight, right, with the outcome, when my other colleague said that he enjoyed the meeting so much because of that. So it's important to recognize the areas in our life in which control shows up. And maybe it shows up more for you in a way that you're in control, like you're directing the outcome, or that you're on the receiving end of someone controlling you. And I want you to take a moment to think about that. So if you're watching this on YouTube, what's controlling your thoughts right now? Is it a missed outcome? Is it a person? Is it an opportunity? Is there a sense of loss around something that you can't stop obsessing over? Like even your thoughts, right? They're kind of controlling you, controlling your emotions. So drop a word in the comments below. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe. Control is the illusion of safety and the prison of perfection. The more that we cling, the more that our bodies, tense up, right? We're almost bracing for impact, right? The more that we try to manage life, the less life we actually feel. If you've seen yourself in this, it's okay. Just remember that this is not about a person. This is really about something that sometimes we forget. And we forget that love doesn't need management. It needs a safe space to trust. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Dynamic Presence Podcast, and I'm Sue Perez, your lighthouse.